Hello and welcome to you all from us at Hatton Academies Trust. I'm Rob Hardcastle, CEO of the Trust. We're a small trust that is proud to be part of the educational landscape of Northamptonshire. Our mission is to provide an education without limits for every one of the 2,500 pupils we have the privilege to educate. In order to achieve our mission, we keep things simple, striving to secure teaching that is consistently excellent, leadership that inspires, and standards of behaviour that are exemplary. The other part of our mission is to act with integrity at all times. In order to achieve this, we expect all who work with us to put pupils at the heart of every decision they make. We work hard to build effective partnerships and relationships across our professional and leadership groups. In this short video, you're going to hear from different members of staff from across our trust about the ways in which we develop those relationships and work in close partnership with each academy to put pupils first. I hope you find it informative and interesting.
My name's Colin Hines. I'm Director of Finance and Operations for Hatton Academies Trust, and I work in Orchard House supporting our central services team, which supports all of our academies. So I'm responsible for the management of our central services team, and that team is designed in essence to provide support to all of our academies. And in essence, it's designed to ensure that our principals' life is not overcomplicated by financial, legal, and technical commercial concepts and compliance, which they have to adhere to. We try to take that workload off them, and now enabling them to focus on teaching and learning, on school development, and pupil progress and outcomes. I think it's fair to say that there is no aspect of finance and business support that we don't offer to our academies. Every member of staff can ask us with support for all sorts of financial issues, whether it's a strategic, tactical or operational issues. We're at a point now, I think, where the Trust has high aspirations to grow further over the next few years. And with the capacity that we've developed within our academies, I think we're in a good position to support other academies to grow and achieve their own development plans.
My name is Hayley Scargill and I'm the Principal at Victoria Primary Academy. Support from the Trust is constant. The central team there are at the end of a telephone call whenever we need them to be. We've got a really good working relationship with the key people over there. That means that I don't have to focus too much on HR or finance or computing, because that means that I can give them a call and then I can really focus on working with the children and the support that they need and the safeguarding. The finance support we get is absolutely brilliant. So as a principal, that's a real concern that you're going to have enough money by the end of the year and that your budget is always working on plan. We meet monthly with the finance team, and that means that I'm really clear about where my budget is, and that also means that if I have got some additional money, that I can spend that on the children and sort of put the resources that we need for them first. And I can do that with confidence because I've got a real expert eye looking at that for me. I don't have to worry, but also I'm still very much part of that, but to have that expert eye is really important.
My name's Claire Byron. My role is a principal here at Oakway Academy. Since we amalgamated in 2014, we've had enormous benefits really of joining Hatton Academies Trust. One of the most important things that I feel that we've gained from being part of the Trust is that we've been able to broaden our horizons, and all of the academies within the Trust are really encouraged and supported to go beyond their boundaries, and I think that's really supported senior leadership to realise and understand that it's okay not to have all the answers to all the questions, and that there are other ways of seeking additional leadership support, and that's really greatly benefited not just leaders at Oakway Academy but subject leaders and also teachers in general.
I'm Jacinta Gordon. I'm the SENCO designated teacher for looked after children and mental health lead at Oakway Academy, and also the SENCO at Acton Village Primary Academy. So the Trust facilitates working across all our primary and secondary academies with SENCO's formally meeting 3 times a year and informally communicating regularly. We recently carried out a joint piece of work where we evaluated the SEN provision across all of the schools. The Trust recently secured a service level agreement with an independent educational psychologist, which ensures consistent approach to meeting the needs of children and young people across the Trust. Through sourcing the service level agreement with the independent educational psychologist, we're now in a position where we are much more in control of how we utilise that service. So we're very much looking at not only looking at assessing children's needs and supporting them, but also the wider CPD of our staff, so that we're able to train them in delivering and meeting needs within the classroom for greater numbers of children.
My name is Alistair Mitchell. I work here at Sir Christopher Hatton and I am one of the 2 co-principals for this academy. So I've worked at Sir Christopher Hatton for over 10 years now. It's important that we are, as principals, that we are challenged, that we are asked the right questions, if nothing else, to make us stop and think. And being part of the Trust gives us that opportunity, that by having a CEO that's connected and that really has the Trust in the centre of his heart, really. We can use the Trust as an external pair of eyes and ears to see if we are hitting the brief that we should be as an academy.
My name's Luke Shackleton. I work at Sir Christopher Hatton Academy and my role is the Director of Safeguarding and Student Welfare. In terms of the role itself and the involvement with the Trust, I go out to different conferences and different bits of training from various providers to make sure that we've got the most up-to-date information. And whilst that's really useful here for Sir Christopher Hatton Academy, it's also beneficial to the Trust, because within the Trust safeguarding meetings, that is discussed and that information is given out to the other safeguarding leads to make sure that they're operating from the same starting points as well, and looking at how we can do the best thing for all of our students and learn from each other across the Trust.
My name is Fiona Morin. I'm the office manager and I work at Victoria Primary Academy. As an office manager, a lot of my responsibility is to make sure that new staff are inducted correctly, and the Trust have supported us with that by implementing an induction programme, which means that we don't have to do so much of that work. As a Trust, I think our safeguarding is absolutely second to none. I am actually a trained DSL myself, so I've done the actual safeguarding training, and I can honestly say that I don't think I learned anything new in that separate specific training than I hadn't already been given by the Trust.
My name's Kate Cleaver. I'm principal at Acton Village Primary Academy. We do lots collaboratively. The 3 primary heads, we meet regularly and we talk a lot about what's going on in our schools, how we're developing our teachers. And being in a small school like Acton, that could be really isolating, particularly for younger teachers that aren't part of a bigger team. But being part of the Trust means that they are part of a bigger team. And while they don't see them every day, there are so many opportunities for them to meet. They talk to each other via email, they have WhatsApp groups. And so the support is there all day, every day for the teachers. The Trust does so much to support us, and it's on every level. So it's everything from finance and premises to developing and CPD for teachers. But what is always at the centre of everything the Trust does is what's better for the children. So if I need premises stuff done, then I go to the Trust and they will help me and support me with that. With developing teachers, you know, sometimes it's hard. We have mixed age classes at Acton, so differentiation is really tricky, and you get a young and experienced teacher and you can match that teacher with a much more experienced teacher in a different setting, and they can go and see different teachers and observe that classroom practice and then bring it back here. So all the time you're thinking about how you are making it better for those children by bringing in all the resources that the Trust has, and those resources are far-reaching. The levels of experience in all of the settings, all the way from Hatton all the way down to a little tiny primary like me, and we work together all the time to keep the children at the heart of it, because that's why we do it, isn't it? It's the children.
My name's Aluchi Uche. I am the Year 5-6 teacher and I work at Acton Village Primary Academy. Because we're part of a trust, it's allowed me to get ideas from other members of staff in different schools, and just that opportunity to speak to so many different people that are not just in the same school and kind of see what they're doing and see if it works well with us or if it doesn't.
Thank you for taking the time to hear about the way our trust works in order to secure improvement in its educational provision. Securing academy improvement means moving closer to achieving our mission of providing an education without limits for every pupil. You can be part of our journey. If you're a parent or carer who is interested in your child coming to one of our academies, or perhaps another school who's interested in becoming part of the trust, then feel free to make contact with us using the details provided on our website. Thank you so much for watching.